Welcome to today's lesson on equivalent fractions and decimals. Today I'm going to teach you how to change a decimal into a fraction. We're able to do this because fractions and decimals both represent parts of a whole. Let's go ahead and begin. We're going to start with a value of 2/10 written as a decimal. In order to turn this into a fraction, we need to understand place value. This 2 is in the tenths place. So the place value is going to be the denominator of our fraction. So we would say 2/10. And since the tenths place is our denominator, we're going to put a tenths in the denominator's place. And since we have two of them, we represent our numerator as 2. So 2/10 is equal to 2/10. Want to look at another one? Let's say we have 35 hundredths. How would we write this as a fraction? Let's look at the place value that our decimal ends in. We're going to the hundredths place. So I know that I need to put a denominator of hundredths. Now, this shows me that I have 35 hundredths. So that is going to be my numerator. It's not so bad once you start going. Let's try one more. I have 3 hundredths. Well, we finish on the hundredths place, so that means that our denominator is going to be hundredths, and we only have 3 of them, so our numerator is going to be a 3. It's pretty easy to turn a decimal into a fraction as long as you understand place value. Sometimes when you're converting a decimal into a fraction, you'll be asked to do one more step and turn your fraction into simplest form. Now, simplest form means that you can't break down your fraction any further. So let's break these down into simplest form. 2/10. We know we can divide the numerator and the denominator by 2, and that's going to tell us that 2/10 is equal to 1/5. So we can actually say that 2/10 is equivalent to 1/5. Let's look at 35 hundredths. We know that we can divide our numerator and our denominator by 5. So 35 divided by 5 equals 7. 100 divided by 5 equals 20. And lastly, 3 hundredths. We actually can't divide 3 hundredths any further down since 3 is a prime number and 100 isn't divisible by 3. So 3 hundredths is already in simplest form. Let's review what you've learned in today's lesson. Today we discussed how to turn a decimal into a fraction. So let's go ahead and turn this decimal into a fraction. We know that this decimal ends in the thousandths place, so our denominator is going to be thousandths. And we have 412 thousandths, which is going to be our numerator. And there you go. Easy as that. You just turned a decimal into a fraction.